At the Asian Games final, when India opted to bat first on a sluggish track, Smriti Mandhana knew her task was cut out. She was the top scorer in what proved to be a historic gold medal for the Indian women's team at the 2023 Asian Games. However, that doesn't even begin to sum up Mandhana's Asian Games adventures. While her aggressive stroke play was true to form, her captaincy skills proved to be a revelation. Players and experts alike have lauded Mandhana for her cool and calm leadership as she filled Harmanpreet Kaur's shoes in the first two knockout matches. This wasn't her first brush with captaincy though. That came at the age of 22 when she became India's youngest T20 captain in 2019. Today, Mandhana is seen as a prominent face of women's cricket on the international fora, which has inspired many girls in the country to pick up the bat. Her success in the international outings also made her the most expensive buys at the first ever Women's Premier League auction, with a whopping price tag of 3.4 crore rupees to her name. She then went on to captain the Royal Challengers Bangalore team in the Women's Premier League 2023, incidentally sharing her jersey number 18 with the former skipper of RCB's men's team, Virat Kohli. A jersey number is not all that Mandhana shares with Kohli. Many believe they have a similar and adaptive approach to batting, even though Kohli is a right-handed batter and Mandhana is a southpaw. They are both star batters for their respective teams and often wield a strong influence on their team's match-by-match strategies. But is it really fair to compare the two players?
Why is always a woman athlete compared to a male athlete? I've never heard Virat Kohli being compared to Diana Adulji, who's like far senior and a pioneer for women's cricket. I don't hear any women tennis player, nobody calling the new male tennis player Sania Mirza. I never hear that. And the second thing is that Smriti Mandhana's lived experience as a cricketer, the trials and tribulations that she's gone through to become a really good India international, is far more, in my opinion, than anything that Virat Kohli has gone through. Virat Kohli came through at a time when Indian cricket, men's cricket, was already at a boom.
However, despite the large price tag, Mandhana's first captaincy stint at the Women's Premier League wasn't a smooth sail. The team managed to win only 2 out of 8 matches, crashing out of the tournament in the group stage. Mandhana's individual performance also hit a slump as she struggled to keep up her form. One of the major reasons was her weakness against off-spin. Mandhana, in a recent interview with Business Standard, described her underwhelming WPL campaign as a learning experience. True to her word, the fluent left-handed batter bounced back to lead her team at the Asian Games. She is also one of the few players alongside Harmanpreet Kaur and Jemima Rodriguez who have been playing in overseas leagues. The international exposure that they bring to the table has also been one of the biggest contributing factors in reshaping the perception towards women's cricket in the country. So, has Smriti Mandhana's rise helped draw more eyes of mainstream media on women's cricket?
I think the question about women's cricket and mainstream media, why it couldn't get attention, it's very complex. But I think the fact is that the moment you have a star player turn up and perform, and for women's cricket, it was so important to be seen on television during the 2017 World Cup in the last two finals. That's where Harmanpreet Singh came into her own. And everyone was just also astonished by the amount of talent that there was and the quality that was playing for India. And a representative of that quality was Smriti. So people completely forgot what notions they had about women's cricket, and Smriti helped change that because of the way she bats, because she's a stylish batsman. She looks graceful. So it's all those things, and I think in that way, her cricket has made the lines between men and women blurred in terms of the audience that it's able to attract.
This is a generation of players who are also incredibly smart, incredibly savvy, understand the responsibility that comes with them. Jhulan Goswami and Mithali Raj are absolute legends, but they didn't have this, there's a huge, they didn't have this social media following them for the first, say, 10 years of their career. Nobody even knew about them. Whereas we have that now. There weren't even so many cricketers on the TV. getting ads. There weren't so many products that India was like putting out in the market. So again, Smriti has it easier because there's a lot of all of that happening.
Back in 2013, Mandhana had made her international debut with a bang, becoming India's highest scorer in a T20 match when she was merely 16. Many had hailed her as a cricketing prodigy. Her journey since then has not been free of hurdles. Nonetheless, she had continued to bounce back every time and set new standards in the process for women's cricket in India.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
She's working her way to the corner office. Business Standard.